Hi, welcome to another Buzzing About Town, and today, if you remember, I did a series not so long back with Dean and we was covering the vault. Well, this one, man, this is a whole different level, and we're talking about a brand new gents club that's coming out here in Pratumnak, and joining me on today is Steve. Steve is the owner. Now, he owns Escape, the Buzzing Bar, Camel Toe, Cave Bar, Maggie Mays, and Club Fate. So he owns all of those, so he's got a fairly good idea what to do and how to do this. And he's kindly agreed to come around with me today and tell me about what the plans are here for, what is going to be an interesting venture. The name is Cat Flaps. And don't ask, it will all become relevant as the build takes place. But I'm here now. If you look on the map now, you'll see where we are. I'm really in the heart of Pratumnak, and have a look at this place. It really is fantastic. And what we're going to do is we'll do regular updates and just explain about what's going on, the cost involved, and yeah, just see what this place is like. Well, let me turn the camera around, have a look. Now, here I am outside, so if I look that way up there you go, you get an idea of your bearings, and come all the way down here. That's the building in question. We're going to go in there in a second, and down there. So it's pretty much in the heart of what used to be the new Nordic Centre. So, Steve, thank you very much for coming here today, mate. Much appreciated.
Cool, thanks for coming.
And, well, what a building. It looks like a Spanish villa.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a nice feel to it. It looks like a... I mean, what will you do with regards to over here with people looking in? Or is this just going to be a car park, or are you going to put a swimming pool or anything like that in?
So just a car park, I think. So the plan was get rid of these pylons here, because people will crash their cars into them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we're going to give all of this a makeover, pour a load of concrete on top, make it like a big C car park with the lines and stuff. So you can probably get 8 or 9 cars at the front parking.
Yeah, it's big.
And then round the back, a lot of motorbike parking. And it'll be a locked gate. You'll have a security guard.
Yeah.
So parking on site.
So down the side there, that's where the motorbikes will be?
Yeah, we're actually going to have 2 entrances. One down the front, which is a little bit too steep for the elderly. And then there's another entrance round the back.
Round the back, gotcha.
And there'll be motorbike parking.
So I take it the juristic person that used to be in that office is no longer here? They've disappeared?
It's all gone.
And how many rooms do we have?
So there'll be 4 double rooms at the moment, and a shared bathroom.
And downstairs, what's that?
Downstairs is going to be the bar.
Oh, okay, cool.
So massive open plan bar. We're still working on that bar.
So regards to the building, I mean, what's the money involved? What have you done so far?
It's quite cheap. I did what most people over here do after they've had a few bars. I didn't look online or to any agents. I just rode around every area. So I rode around every road in Pratumnak. It took me about 3 hours each day. Yeah. And after about 2 weeks, I came across this one and another one down the road.
Right.
And yeah, the money involved, I rang up the landlord. It'd been empty for a couple of years. He was happy with 40,000 baht a month.
Okay.
He wanted it paid yearly, so that's 480. And then 3 months deposit. So really 600,000 baht changed hands. And then I think we're looking at about a budget of maybe 1.5 to 2 million to renovate it all.
That's what you're looking at, is it, to get it finished?
Yeah.
So these rooms that we're looking at now, I mean, what's the concept? Obviously the name's Cat Flaps.
Yep.
But there's a lot of rooms all interlocking here.
There are, so we'll move, there'll become 4 independent double rooms upstairs. We'll move this door around to the corridor.
Okay.
Because I think the original plan was that this was an office and this was going to be the boardroom. Obviously we don't need boardrooms in a gents club. So we'll move this door around. But no, my plan initially is just to get into index living more, get them to measure up, put beds, furniture in, and they'll just become 4 very, very nice rooms.
I can't believe how big this place is. I mean, it really is.
You said that about Escape as well.
Well, I did, yeah, but Escape was massive. I think that's still the biggest go-go in town, isn't it? I think. Yeah. But I mean, this is. I like this.
You get a lot for your money. I mean, 40,000 baht a month.
Yeah, I mean that's a nice sized venue.
Yeah, so this shouldn't take too long to renovate. And as I say, you'd have a shared bathroom upstairs.
So what's your plan in terms of timescale?
I'm hoping we can get it done in between like 2 and 3 months. Oh, okay. Although I said that about Escape, and that took a year. But yeah, I'm hoping we can be open in 3 months' time.
So I'm guessing this must have been the kitchen. Here's outside again.
Yeah,
so that's where you're going to put the bikes down there?
Yeah, that will be the sort of not the disabled, but the elderly person's ramp entrance. Yeah. And round the back, we'll pour. I think there's about 400,000 bahts worth of concrete will get poured on top, ranging between 10 centimetres and 30 centimetres, just to bring it all level. And then
that's downstairs, is it?
Yeah,
there's another room that way, I think, if I'm rightly. Just going to check this side out. It's nice you've got on-site parking.
It is, yeah.
That's often a problem, isn't it? For
yeah, I don't know any other gents club that's really that's got sort of on-site locked, security guarded parking.
Yeah, that's what I was
Kinnery's
gonna
got
say.
bikes at the front, but they've got an outdoor car park across the road.
Yeah, because I mean, like that's one of the things that I've always noticed is parking is always an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when Blush used to be open, the road was just jammed with cars. So at least now having an on-site parking, it's a lot more secure, much nicer.
Yeah, it's about 800 square metres, the entire plot, which is half a rye.
Oh, okay, wow.
And out of that, I think the bar takes up about, well, this building takes up about 200 square metres.
So I know a lot of people watching this will be saying, what's the logic in the name Cat Flaps? So in the most economical way of being able to describe it, how would you describe what Cat Flaps is?
That's quite easy. So I was in Maggie May's one Friday night as normal, and we started talking about the old days where you used to have these bars where you used to have the curtains under the counter.
Yeah.
And my very financially conscious friend said, oh, why did they use curtains? I can get a cat flap for 600 baht.
Brilliant.
So that was where the name came from. And then we thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun to have a bar with a big central area in the middle?
Yeah.
And then just have cat flaps underneath.
Man,
So that'll be I think they'll just be decorative.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is most guys that come here are old. You know, they want to escape their wives. They just want to drink and to be left alone.
Yeah.
I don't think they really want to be mucked about with under the counter. But
I probably wouldn't reach. So this is downstairs, and what's the concept down here?
so we've knocked out all the walls. When I first got the building 3 days
Oh, yeah,
ago,
I can see, yeah.
we had all the partitions up everywhere. So they were just stud walls. We've knocked those down. What confused me was, I don't know if they wanted to create a sauna or a spa at some point, but where that heavily bricked area is in the corner,
Yeah.
that was a water tank. So there was 12 square metres of water, 4 metres by 3 metres, and obviously they've reinforced it with a bottom, and so this all has to come out. The problem is,
Dig this out, are you?
yeah, the issue is they've done all the work so far without any electric, so there's no power to the building or water.
Oh, gotcha.
So we've the landlord's gone in. He's had to return on the electric again. We've got 100 amp supply coming for the electric, but until that comes, we can't dig that out.
So obviously there's toilets upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah, absolutely. The plan is, so we've got the designer currently, he's measured up. He wants to knock out that toilet totally.
Right.
And then in this corner here, we'll obviously knock out the floor so it's the same level. He wants to make a large unisex toilet in the corner.
Oh,
Girls
right, so
and boys combined.
So that ledge and all that floor in there, that's going to come out.
Yeah, it's all
eventually.
going to come out, yeah.
And then you're going to knock this part down here.
Knock that out as well. And so what you'll have is, where you've got the wall at the moment, it will kind of go from that pillar across. So just the corner of the bar will be the toilet.
Oh, I'm with you.
And I'd never seen a unisex toilet in a gents club, but he seems to think it will save space.
I've seen a lot of ladyboys in my toilet. Does that count? Is that okay?
Yeah, so we're waiting. I think the design, or the designer with all the drawings, paid the deposit, but that's going to cost about 70,000 so far. And we've told him we want a big central bar area. Don't know how it's going to fit in here exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously a pool table in the corner, like in Camel Toe, a decent one.
Okay.
And some of the idea is that the big central bar is going to have an island in the middle.
Right.
With a column where we can put drinks around it, and then 4 TV screens.
Oh, so that'll be here where we're stood now then?
Absolutely, yeah, in the middle of the bar.
Oh, nice.
So apparently some American bars have that. It keeps the entire counter around the outside free, so you don't have any cables or point of sale or whatever. That all goes in the centre island.
And these stairs you're talking about here, these are ones people just come straight down, or are you going to block this off and you come in through the back or through the door we walked in originally?
We'll have the 2 entrances, so this will be the main one.
Yeah.
And the plan is we'll put a handrail down the middle, like an aluminium or stainless steel handrail. We will build a wall and put a couple of double doors. So it'll actually have to come in slightly, because doors in buildings apparently have to open outwards when it's a bar.
Do they really?
I don't know why, but that's the way it works.
Yeah, I never knew that.
So yeah, we'll put a couple of really big doors in so it opens up to the courtyard.
And what's the colour scheme going to be? Have you given that any thought yet, or is it too early?
I don't know, we've left it to the designer.
Ah, okay.
So, one of the biggest issues that he's had is with the ceilings. The ceilings are really low in here. So he's talking about...
But yeah, when you look at it like that, they are quite
potentially taking down all the ceilings and pushing them up 20 centimetres up to the very top, and then making that, pretty coving that they normally do in the bars.
So this is the downstairs entrance.
Yeah, this goes up to the rooms.
Will they be able to go up again from here? Or will you
Absolutely.
block it off?
So there'll be 2 entrances. I actually think this entrance at the back might get used more than the front one. I think the front one is quite steep, And
Plus,
I think
this is more incognito.
it is, yeah. So we'll knock all this out. We'll make some of it a slope, some of it very, very shallow steps.
Yeah.
And we'll have a handrail so that the elderly can get down. And they can come in this way, and we'll get deliveries.
So they'll come in
of beer.
this way, and then they're going to go straight through here into the bar area.
Yeah, and probably pool table and.
Or they could go upstairs by these stairs.
If they're that eager.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
If they've already been talking to a girl online, then.
So the idea then, guys, is you come through either the steps that you see in front of me, or just here around the back when you park your motorbike, and then you're going to go into this area, which ultimately will be a sort of round bar. And lots of TVs and stuff, which looks good. I like the idea of the pool table as well.
Yeah, and then lots of booths around the edges so that you can kind of see into the middle.
Yeah, so will you provide like, you know, like in the camel tour, you've got curtained areas?
Yeah, there will be. Yeah, it's a gents club, so there'll be curtained areas downstairs, rooms upstairs. Okay. And then a big central bar. Hopefully we can get about 20 people around the bar.
So you'll come down this slope here, and then what you'll do is park your bike down there, or your car. Will we get cars down here, or do you think not?
Yeah, I think we will, because we're going to put a ramp on the other side.
Ah, okay.
So whatever we've been smashing out, we've been dumping at the other side to build a ramp so you can kind of drive round and round. we could do little
That's
races.
just to please you with your quad, isn't it? You bought this entirely just for your quad.
Yeah, it is.
How are you getting on with your quad? It's disappeared. Where is it now?
It's being used outside.
Is it?
Doesn't fit inside.
So if you don't know what I'm referring to, so you know what Steve's like. So he'd take an idea and then he just does it. There's no hesitation. It's just done. And we got a quad for Escape. And the idea was that it would ride around. We get a girl to ride around it, maybe with some shots or whatever on it. But the quad's so big, it can't turn in the turning circle. So, yeah.
So, yeah, the other bit is where we knock down those big columns at the front, they'll end up going on here as ballast. And then we'll cover sand, cement it, and this will be the out ramp, a one-way system coming in and out.
And what about music? Because I know you've got to think about music. Let's have a walk back this way. Cause,
well, I got told don't go overboard. But then,
that's not going to happen, is it?
I was hungover in bed yesterday, and I started thinking about what we should have in here. I already had a good mixer that I'd bought before for another bar, and they wouldn't let me install it. So I've got that sat in my bedroom already.
I hope these neighbours here are listening to this.
Well, the other thing is we'd already agreed that we were going to soundproof downstairs.
Okay.
So we'll have what we did in Escape was we put all of this ceiling foam in that's non-flammable against the wall, and we built a second wall that wasn't touching the one behind.
Right.
And that has totally stopped all the noise. Like, you can't hear anything from outside. So we'll do that, and we'll probably do the ceiling as well. So the downstairs bar will be totally soundproofed. And then, yeah, I've gone a bit mad. I've gone and bought a bunch of Function 1 copies from China.
You've gone mad, I don't believe you. That's unheard of. I mean, have you not considered maybe like putting like a roof over that little corner bit and making a jacuzzi or something like that? Or will that be inside, do you think, or you're not going to bother with
I think we might end up with jacuzzis in the rooms.
Okay.
My worry here is that you're so overlooked by everybody.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Right? I mean, but they all are around here. Even like, you look at the Kinnery is surrounded from all sides. They don't have anything in the garden. It's all just one big building.
I can feel sorry for their husbands that are living in there. So close yet so far.
Yes.
You're within touching distance, but you know your wife will kill you if you come in here. Let's have a look up these steps here at the back end. I'm amazed how big it is. It's a lot bigger than I thought. I know you shared the pictures the other day, but this is far, far bigger than what I was expecting. And what we're going to do, guys, is we'll do regular updates. So very much like we did with Dean at the Vault, Stephen's going to share the progress, and you'll see it happening step by step, costings and everything. But I mean, you can see the nice thing about these videos, what I really like about these is too many times we just walk into a venue and it's done, it's finished. And you think, so, well, yeah, that's nice. But really, you get no idea, no appreciation as to how it starts. I mean, look at this, you know, it's in a desperately bad state. And yet when you get to walk in about 3 months' time, it'll look anything but like this.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get these to the same level as we've got the Club Fate rooms.
Yeah.
So
they're nice.
We'll get index living all in, they'll plan it all out. Proper furniture. So
why Pratumnak? Why have you come? Because obviously you've got a firm status in the city centre. Why have you chosen Pratumnak?
We like the laid back bars. So we've experimented, we've bought lots of different types. You know, we've got the one in LK, which is very much in your face, touristy.
Yeah.
We didn't really enjoy that. Our most favourite bar is probably the Camel Toe, which is out in the middle of nowhere. It's where all the nice, friendly customers that are quite old come in at the weekend. It's better hours, and to be honest, it's easier to recruit. So this will be open from midday, 12 o'clock until 9 o'clock at night.
Oh,
and sometimes we might even shut a bit earlier if there's no customers.
You said a minute ago, though, that this is easier to recruit here. Is that real? Is that really easier? Because I would have thought the city centre would have been like jammed.
It's the hours.
Oh,
so when you can tell a girl that you can come here at 12 or 1 and you finish at 9. That's why Camel Toe is full up with girls. And that's why we really struggle to recruit for Escape, because they don't want to be there at 8 o'clock till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's a long shift, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the girls have babies and family, and they want to get up, spend some time with the kid, and then get back at a reasonable time so the parents can go to bed.
So we're looking at, what's the time scale again? 3 months, you say?
About, yeah, I think 3 months.
About 3 months, and the total figure in your mind where you're aiming to get this completed with? Is it
I'm hoping it's around 2 million.
2
I think
million.
it'll be between 2 and 3, because everything's always cost a bit longer, a bit more.
Have you given any thought yet to your pricing for like beers and stuff like that? Or is that far too early?
I think we'll try and copy Camel Toe. I don't know how well that will do. I know some of the places around here do freelance ladies. I don't think we can get away with that. We're not established, so we'll have to pay them a decent salary.
Right.
And for that, I think we'll have to do the 150 baht. We won't really have an emphasis on the food, although it will be licensed as a restaurant. There will be some finger foods, but we're not really into the whole chef thing. But no, it should be very, very similar to the Camel Toe.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see the design of the logo cat flaps. that's what I want to see, because I can imagine that would be quite interesting to see the actual design.
Been a lot of debates about that. I mean, I thought about it, and then we started to test a few names on people, and cat flaps was really the only name that stuck. Everybody remembered it. Yeah. And we just thought, well, you know, you really want your name to be remembered, don't you? Yeah. Okay, well, brilliant. Well, listen, it's been fantastic, Steve. Thank you so much indeed for sharing all this. As you can see, guys, I mean, it really does look fantastic, even in its shell-like status, which is what it's in now. And like I say, we'll just spin the camera back around. So we are going to do regular updates here, probably run an update every 10 days, show you what's going on, and you'll see all the improvements, all the changes being made. And like Stephen said, you know, he's very kindly going to share all the information, the financial background to it. I mean, looking at 2.5 million baht investment here. So it's a considerable amount, you know, it's not small change, it's not pocket change. And the thing with the theme, the cat flaps, yeah, I think we're just gonna have to let that one evolve and see where it goes with it. But one thing's for sure, you know, knowing Stephen as well as I do, there'll be no corners cut. There won't be no cheap imitation stuff. It will all be done properly, exactly as he would expect, and like he's done with all his other places. So I think one thing's for sure, guys, we're in for a good time. And the nice thing about this area, this is a great addition, because over here, you know, we have a lot more, especially in Jomtien and around the Pratumnak area, we have a lot more themed gents clubs and stuff like that. So it really does fit in nicely. And I think this will be great. I think it's going to be a good addition to the area, and definitely one that will be calling on our bar crawls. All right, well, there we are. That's the first video. Like I say, I'll bring some more out in about 10 days' time, see where we are with things and what we're doing, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you very much for watching. As always, guys, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Check out Discord regarding this, the theme here, cat flaps. If you look on Discord, we do have a page there for Discord and for cat flaps. And Stephen's regularly updating there as well. You get a chance to ask him questions. He'll always answer for you. So have a look on Discord, ask the questions about the Gents Club here and see what's going on. And if you'd like to support the channel, there is a link in the description below. Membership starts from as little as 89p a month. That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much indeed for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.